Hey folks, this is Jake with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're going to be doing a comparison between a $500 machine espresso shot and a $3,000 machine espresso shot. There's lots of differences between machines at these two different price points, like different steaming systems, different group heads, and different technological features. But at the end of the day, if you're just looking for an espresso shot, does the $2,500 make any difference? And if it does, is it noticeable enough to make that big of a price difference besides all the other features that you get on the two different machines? So what I have here is a R58 Cinquecento. This machine just runs a little bit north of $3,000 here in the United States, and the Solus Barista Perfetta, which retails around $500. These machines are definitely different, but the R58, which has a 58 millimeter portafilter, and the Barista Perfetta, which has a 54 millimeter portafilter, both of them come with unpressurized baskets, and that's what we're going to be using today in our blind taste test between the two different espresso shots. I'm not going to be doing any steaming or anything like that because we're just looking for the espresso quality and if I can tell a difference between the two different machines. We're going to start with the R58. So I've already got a Eureka Silenzio all dialed in for this machine, and it's warmed up, set to 204 degrees. One of the nice things about a more expensive machine is that you can set this how you like it. I set it to 204 just to match what we've seen out of the Barista Perfetta to make things as equal as possible. So I've got my portafilter here. Shake that out. Give it a tamp. And get it locked into the group head. Then I'm going to pour a shot of espresso from this into a double-walled glass so it keeps nice and warm. Lift the lever. And we're aiming for about a 30-second shot here. I'm going to place this right here. And now we're going to do the Barista Perfetta. Same thing, I'm going to take my portafilter. And we're going to tamp. And pull the shot. And we should be good to go. So I've got my two shots here, same coffee, same basic grinder, and we're going to be right back, and my producer is going to give me a blind taste test of these and get them mixed up. All right, so we're back. We've gotten them mixed up, and I'm going to go ahead and give each shot a taste to see what I can get out. It's balanced. It's a little under extracted. There's a little bit of sourness, but overall it's really good. It's smooth. Yeah, it's a good espresso shot. Now on to the next one. A little better extracted. A little thicker body. Back to the other one. They both taste good. They're a little different. This shot here is it's probably a little more under extracted than this shot here. We tried to make everything as equal as possible. We dialed these in beforehand. We're using the same approximate weight, about 17 grams in each portafilter. It's hard to tell the difference, that's for sure. Because one's not necessarily better than the other. Yeah, so that's interesting. So these shots are different. The biggest difference is one of them has a lot more body than the other. But in terms of the actual extraction itself, other than the body, there's a little bit of under and over extracting going on. This one has under extracting, and this one has some over extracting. But really, there's not a huge difference between the two shots in terms of quality. I think the big thing is that what you're getting is the unpressurized basket and dialing it in, because once you can dial in an unpressurized basket and you have an optimal temperature range, you're going to be getting pretty good shots no matter what. So I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to be told which shot is which, and then we'll do some conclusions and see what the results are. All right, so I'm back, and we've put the shot glasses that had the appropriate shot under each machine. The shot that I thought was a little bit thicker in body came from the R58. There's definitely a textural difference when you're drinking it. It just feels a little richer, a little thicker, and a little more, it's on the verge of over extraction, but it is definitely thicker. The Solus, when we were brewing, I was getting 10 bars of pressure. We were doing a good extraction, but it does taste to be almost a little under extracted. I'm wondering if the water flow is a little high in the Solus or something like that. But overall, it was difficult to discern other than the textural difference between the two shots. And one wasn't noticeably better than the other. I would say that I preferred the R58's shot because it was thicker and a little bit more syrupy. But the Solus shot would go great in milk because it does have a little bit thinner of a body, and it still seems like it can hold up to a milk drink. I actually do like thinner shots, which is converse to popular opinion in milk drinks, but I do think that it would do good in there. So what does that tell us? Well, it tells you that no matter what, once you're getting into the unpressurized espresso range and you're getting dialed in on your individual grinder that suits you, you can get a really good shot. So this machine being only about $500, you know, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. You don't get a big PID on the machine. You can't control your temperature other than low, medium, and high. But this one has volumetric programming. This one does not because it's an E61 machine. So it's interesting to weigh those pros and cons, because at the end of the day, if you're dialed in with a good quality grinder like these Eurekas here, it's noticeable, but it's not so noticeable that, you know, if you're brewing shots every day, that you're going to see a massive difference in just the espresso quality. Now, brewing 10 drinks on the R58 in a row with the dual boiler system, way easier than brewing 10 drinks on here, especially because you got to wait for this one to cool down. And a lot of what you're paying for is going to be the aesthetics, the chrome finish, the dual boilers, the programming, and just the E61 group head in itself. But the Solus still pulls a good shot. So at the end of the day, you know, they both pull really good shots as long as you're all dialed in and good to go. So that was the $500 versus $3,000 espresso machine shot challenge. We didn't look at any of the, you know, other characteristics of the machine like steaming or anything like that, because you do get different things on different price ranges. But both machines brewed great shots. Just get all dialed in, and the shot quality is not as noticeable as the features, I think, on more expensive machines. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.